You know, so many people get nervous about going to the doctor, but it's something almost everyone deals with. I still remember my first solo visit. So awkward. But today, we're breaking it down with a really simple story.
Honestly, I think hearing a step-by-step story makes the whole process feel a lot less intimidating. Like, when you know what will happen, suddenly it's just another day. So, let's start with David not feeling his best last week.
Poor David. He had all the classic symptoms, right? Headache, sore throat, and just that bone-deep tiredness. I've had days like that where you just want to curl up and ignore the world.
Oh, totally. And instead of pushing through, he actually decided to call the doctor. Sometimes that's the hardest step, but it's so important. I like that he made the appointment himself. Not everyone remembers you can do that.
Once you arrive, the waiting room can feel like the longest part, can't it? I always bring a book, but I end up just people watching or flipping through those ancient magazines.
Those magazines are a trip some are older than I am, but really, the waiting is just a pause before things get moving. In this story, the nurse calls David's name and takes him back to a smaller room. That's when things start to feel a little more real.
For sure. And the nurse always asks about your symptoms first, right? Then comes the temperature check. Somehow that tiny thermometer feels like a big moment. Will it beep? Will it be normal?
I always hold my breath for that part. But once the nurse finishes, it's that classic line, "The doctor will see you now." I don't know why, but that always makes my heart beat just a bit faster. It's go time.
There's something about sitting on that crinkly paper in the exam room that makes you super aware of every cough or ache. The doctor walks in and starts with that simple question. What are your symptoms?
When I hear that, I sometimes forget half my list. But David did a good job explaining his headache and sore throat. It's nice when the doctor listens and checks everything: ears, throat, then listening to your heart. It's pretty thorough for such a short visit.
And you know what's reassuring? When the doctor calmly says, "It's just a small infection, nothing serious." That sense of relief is huge. You feel heard, and you get answers.
And sometimes just having a professional say it's okay helps you relax. I know I walk out of the office already feeling a little better, even before taking any medicine.
So, after the checkup, it's prescription time. I used to get confused about what a prescription was. It's just a piece of paper, but it's your official ticket to feeling better.
Exactly, and the advice the doctor gives is half the cure. David's doctor said to take the medicine for 5 days, drink a lot of water, and rest at home for 2 days. That combo is basically the golden rule for getting over most mild infections.
Resting can be the hardest part, though. I mean, you know you should, but there's always something calling for your attention, emails, chores, you name it.
I know what you mean. Still, David did the right thing by actually following all the advice. Heading to the pharmacy and then sticking to the doctor's instructions makes all the difference.
A few days later, David was back to his old self. No headache, no sore throat. Just glad to feel healthy again. That's the best feeling, isn't it?
It really is. You almost forget how good it feels to be healthy until you've spent a couple days under the weather. I love that the story ends on a high note, with David happy and grateful.
And maybe it's a little reminder for all of us. If you're not feeling right, don't ignore it. Sometimes a quick visit and a few days of rest are all you need to bounce back.
Absolutely. So if you're listening and you're healthy today, take a second to appreciate it. Or, if you've got a story like David's, share it. We'd love to hear how you handled it.
Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap for everyone. What were the 3 main questions from today's story?
First, why did David go to the doctor? Second, what did the nurse check? And third, what advice did the doctor give him? It's a great check to see if you were listening closely.
All right, listeners, take a second to think about your answers. And here's a challenge. In the comments, Tell us how you feel today. Use the phrases from our story, I feel good, or I have a cold. Maybe even, I need some rest.
We'd love to see your responses. And if you enjoyed this easy English story, don't forget to subscribe for more. Sending healthy vibes your way until next time.